many things looks really, really nice.
Thank you.
Yes. So I don't know if you want to, for example, that we follow the video and I will say about what I would maybe add or do different ways, or do you want to ask anything specific about this video?
No, it's okay to go through the video and give your opinion about things or what we can add. And I'm really interested in your social rewards, because I don't know if it works at this age when she's so independent and not really want to cuddle with me now. So
yes. I was exactly, when I was watching the video of the puppy, I was thinking about the social rewarding, what I was talking in the presentation. But also, but we can start with the I need to, because here, unique, about the social reward. So you said that she's quite independent, but do you find any situation in real life when she is really social to you?
Only
like, for example, in the morning, or when you are going back home, or when you are, it is usually when we are letting out the dog from somewhere, that the dog didn't see us.
When she's tired and I pick her up to calm her down, then she rests in my lap and can cuddle. Or if she's on the floor and I start cuddling in, she offers her belly, and then she likes the belly rub. Yeah, but it's not at all moments in the day, so it depends on how she feels. If she's very active, she's more willing to bite and to grab her trousers and things like that.
Young. Yes. Yeah. But the first thing what I do, because like I said, for me, the social reward, it is really, really important. Because I found it, first I did it with my older border collie, then we did it with some different dogs, and now I was really careful about it with my younger border collie, and I really, really see the difference. So in the beginning, I was just doing like some wow, super, super, wow, super, super, and for me it was enough. But then at some point, I'm really starting to work on this really real social rewarding. And when I started to use it with the older one, I really saw the big difference in the competition. So now I do it, with the puppies from the beginning. And for me, it is already starting what I said, with finding the situation when you see this is the real social. So not, biting us, as a puppy, but this when the dog is tired, or when the dog, there are this moment. Like you said, you already found, two these moments. So in the beginning, I'm really, really finding this situation, and I'm checking if this is really like continue in such situation. And then if I'm quite sure, I'm always thinking that, treat social reward in the same way as a toy, for example. So you have a dog who is not playing, almost not at all. And then you have, okay, but sometimes when she's really crazy and I have some, fur, then sometimes she is playing. So, in the beginning with this toy, you are finding this one specific situation when you are quite sure the dog will react to the toy. You don't try with, for example, hard ball between other dogs, because you just know the dog will not respond to it. Or you don't bring the toy when there is very tasty food, because it will not work. So the same is with the social. It is to find the situation that you are really almost sure that the dog will respond with the real social. When you have the situations, then I'm starting to adding the signal, specific signal for a toy, for a social reward. But it is exactly, again, the same like with the toy. So if I'm quite sure the dog is responding to my toy in this situation, then I'm start to say catch. And make the connected that there is a toy and a signal, and the same I do with my social rewards.
What is your social
Mine
reward?
is easy.
Easy?
Easy.
Okay.
So I think it is from French something.
Easy, yeah.
And I say easy, and then, then I'm cuddling with the dog. And what I'm trying to do is to, try to, of course, as the dog is, growing up, but it is the same like with the toy. Again, when I have any doubts, I'm just starting to think how I will act if my social is a toy. So I'm trying to, for example, do different things as a social. So, cuddling in the different ways, or, talking in different ways, moving in different ways. So it is like playing with the different toys. And then I'm trying to do it in different places and more different situations. But if it's quite difficult, because like you said, you have a dog that is quite independent, in the beginning, I do it in the situation when the dog has no expectation of food or the toys.
Right.
So it is the same, if we have the dog who is not playing well, we do not try to play, in the supper time. Because then the dog is crazy about, I will get the food.
Yeah.
And even he will play, it can be really nervous, It can be like, he's doing that because he's really pressured. He thinks that he has to do it to get the food. And this is not what I want. I want that the dog is happy that he's playing with the toy, and I want that the dog is happy that he's giving me the social. And so then when I have build this signal and for the social in places that the dog is not connecting at all with the food and the toys, I usually start to ask for something, but again in this places that are not connected with the food and the toys. And many times I'm asking for something which was not learned with the food and the toys. So to give the example, for example, I'm on the walk and there is maybe some bigger rock, and I'm just socially tell the dog, come up here, and when he goes up, I never give the food there, I never give a toy there, and I only do easy, and I'm really doing the social. And I'm doing this like, every walk. So I want to see that when I'm going for a walk, my dog is already running to this rock and jumping on to hear easy. Yes, so I'm just making now, the dog is doing something to get the social. So this is exactly what I want. Then very often around this place, I'm asking for more things. So then I'm starting to ask for the exercise. I was using the food or the toys, but it is, in the place of this rock. So for example, I ask the dog to jump on the rock, and then there is easy, so he knows this. And then maybe I ask for the spins, or the hand touch, or the eye contact. And then I'm using it every time this easy. So then I'm on another level. I'm asking for the exercises connected with food and the toys, but rewarding social in this place that it is clean from food and toys. And then this is really step by step if we have the dog that the social is challenging, because maybe it will, we never know. Sometimes it is going so fast, the dog is understanding that we can do these steps very quickly. With some, it is really weeks and months. But there are really people with adult dogs who did it, and they really know that it was worth it. So the next thing is that I'm asking for this, spins and hand touch and so on, in the place when the dog was training for food and the toys, but in separate sessions. Yes? So I do sometimes session with the food and the toy, and then I do the break, and then I take my puppy, and for example, I ask for spin, and there is easy, there is this nice cuddling, and then again it is the break.
Yeah.
Yes? So he will know that when there is a session with social, then for sure there will be no toys, no food. Yes, it is again, it is like the dog is crazy about the food, and we want the playing. We do the playing, but there is no food because we don't want that the dog is just looking. You know, he's playing, but it is really the playing with one eye on the food if the food is coming. Not really, you know, enjoying the play. Yes? So the next step is, of course, that I'm starting to mix it. But because I'm quite, you know, careful with it, quite long, I do it that if I will reward some exercise with social, I do not give food or toy, you know, afterwards. So I do, for example, one repetition with the toy, one repetition with the social, and one repetition with the food. Yes? When this is working very nice, so right now with my dogs, I can really mix it. So sometimes I do that, for example, I do the social and then I give the food. Or for example, I play with the toy, take the toy away and still do the social reward. So now I can mix it. But in the beginning, I'm really separated this. It is really, you know, a little bit different, you know, connection, a different way of working with the social reward. But I really want to have it clean because I really see that this is different. Because in the past, like I said, I have this, you know, wow, super, super, wow, super, super. Tough was jumping on the way, but I saw that it is just some kind of the schema. He knew that after exercise, he's doing this, I'm doing this, and then we are moving to another exercise, or then I'm giving food or the toy. But it was not real social.
And do you, in the other training sessions, separate the food reward sessions and play reward sessions, or you mix food and toys in the same session?
Like I say, it depends of the dog. If my dog would, you know, if my dog is playing only to get the food, yes, I see it, that it is just, you know, he just closed the mouth, but he's just really waiting, he will get the food. Then I would do the separate sessions for the playing, because then I would really, again, I would start just with crazy playing, then I will add the signal for the playing, and then I will start to mix it with the food.
I don't think I have this issue with
No, as I watched on the video, I think he's very motivated with the food and he's very motivated with the toy. Of course, sometimes there are, you know, sometimes small moments maybe that he, for example, like he brings the toy to get the food.
Yeah.
Because it is like this, but then it is not the problem.
No.
It is not the problem. You know, of course, sometimes when I do the social reward, I see that my dogs do the social reward, but then they are a little bit, you know,
hoping for something else.
Hoping for something else. But because is it sometimes, then it's not a problem for me.
Yeah.
Then it's not a problem, because then maybe I have really nice toy or really nice food, then it's not a problem. But if I will start to have it again, every session I say easy, and my dog is checking my pockets, then I will start, okay, now I need to again do the separate sessions for the social reward. Okay?
Yeah. So
this is for the social rewarding, because this is what I was a little bit missing with the puppy, but I was, you know, I didn't know if you are working on this, so this is not on the session, or...
Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid to ruin it, because if she is outside and I want to recall her, she's very independent, so she doesn't come when we walk away or something. But even if I lay down on the ground, they clap my hands and run away, she's not coming. So I don't want to use it too much now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because, like I said, I treat the social like the food or like the toy. And if we will show the dog the toy, and do everything, and the dog is not interested, then we are, of course, we are ruining our motivation for the toy. So absolutely, I agree. I would really, if I have independent dog, then I'm first, without any signal, I'm just, learning where are the situation my dog is showing the real social. And then I'm developing this, and then it is very, very important bringing the specific signal for it.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the way.
That's clear. Thank you. I will definitely try that.
So it was the one thing about your puppy what I was talking. We will, of course, go through the video so the other people will also watch. But now I have another general question, because one was the social reward. A second is your signal nice. Most of the time when I was watching the video, it was really for me very clean. And when you are using the signal and what does it mean? And it was very nice that it was the first signal, then there was releasing, and you sometimes use the clicker, sometimes was the nice. So it was all clear for me. But then comes the retrieve, the dumbbell, the holding the dumbbell.
Yes, one time.
No, you were still using, I think, nice.
Okay.
And then I become too confused, because before I was always that nice mean keep going.
No, nice means it's my clicker, my marker signal for now the food or the toy is coming. I didn't mix, I didn't choose two different kind of markers yet, but I will try that as well. So nice is the same as the click. You get your reward.
But then the dog should continue or not?
No?
No. Not continue.
No, it ends the behavior.
Okay.
Only, I don't know if that's...
because
when she's on the target?
Yes, exactly.
There, yes,
because this was because when he was on this higher target or on the target, you say nice and you are rewarding, like keep going. And then with the holding, he could throw it out. And here for me it was the... So
then you use two different signals for that.
Yes, I would, I have the one signal which means continue, keep going. And one signal which means now you are released from the behavior. And when I use this release, it is not really the choice of the dog if he stays or not. He has to let go.
Yeah. Okay.
So for example, when he's on the target, if I say continue, then of course he's still on the target, he cannot go out. But if I say you are released from the target, the dog has to go out,
and then you throw the food away.
Yes, and then I'm rewarding.
Yeah.
So it cannot be that I say, like release, and the dog is still on the target, to make it really clean.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it was, for me, it would be a little bit confusing, because like I said, once the dog was on the target, and he was still on the target with your signal, and with holding, he was already splitting out. So for me, it is, like I said, I think that many behaviors I'm getting, it is with this clear communication. And I think this is the most important. This is what I'm starting with, to explain the dog, should he continue or should he be released?
Yeah, clear.
And how you can start it, it is the video starts. We can already put the video.
Yeah, you have 10 seconds left. You have 10 seconds left.
Okay.
That's not a lot.
Okay, but then the next session, we will move the video, and then I will tell you exactly in which point, which signal I would use.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like a great idea. Thank you so far.
Thanks.
Perfect. All right. Then next one is Daniela.
Hi. Long time no see.
Daniel
Yeah.
sounds
Oh,
Yes.
sound. Hi.
Hello.
Long
I said
time.
all my old friends.
Yeah.
So nice to see.
Really happy to see you.
Yes.
Well, you saw Griffin, I think,
Yes.
already. I have a bit of problem with him with going forward.
Mm-hmm.
He is slowing down and turning to me, thinking about the toys, probably, and also I think he is thinking about me and the rewarding.
Yes, I think so. When I saw the video of Griffin, it was for me so similar to Venom. Really,
Yeah.
in this way, really, I had exactly the same.
I think he's also quite soft, so I think that's a little bit the same. Yeah.
I think he's a bit stronger than Venom, but this with this going forward, really, I had everything. I think the same. Okay, maybe we can watch some videos.
Yeah.
So here, as you are working.
Yeah, I did some competition training with him because he was really slow in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And this helped really a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But only when there's somebody running with him for the last part.
Yes. But so do you see the difference when there is nobody?
Not when he starts, because I think now for going to the box he is still very fast when he starts, and at least much faster than he was. But the last part, especially...
We can stop now because then it will be about the dumbbell.
Yeah, I showed a little bit of different parts what I try to train for speed forward.
Yes. So to be honest, I stop using toys on the ground at all with Venom.
Yeah.
At all. Because, and I saw it also with Griffin, that also he has this tendency to do the outruns.
Yeah.
Very often he's not running straight.
Yeah.
And then I had exactly the same, that many times, even when he was fast, the speed was not that it was all the time the same. He was many times like getting the speed with the time, or sometimes slowing down in the end. So, you know, it was not really the same speed all the time. And I think that it is the same. I stopped to do the competition by my own.
Yeah.
Because, and I saw it already here with Griffin, that many times he's watching you.
Yeah.
And also I was working with the relatives of our dogs, and we had exactly the same. So if I would continue this work with the running to the toy, I would do one thing. I just keep it. I did it in a different way. But with other dogs, like I said, these relatives, we continue this. But I think what is really, really important, and this was, I think, really changing Venom way, and then these other dogs, is the first what I would do with this kind of the dog is to shape looking forward.
Yeah.
I don't know if you started this or not.
Yeah, I taught him the straight command, so he knows looking forward.
Yes, he knows this, looking forward. And did you connect this with the throwing the toy?
No. For quite different reasons. One is that I'm not really good in going straight, throwing straight. So that's a bit of a problem. But also I've had really a lot of problems with his health. So I was very careful with training a lot of running. So I haven't trained much running. And especially with the ball, I'm a bit afraid myself.
Okay, but then you can use it this straight command, this looking straight. So I think what I will try to do is to do a lot of exercises with looking straight, with also distractions from you behind.
Yeah.
So for example, you can place like a toy, but I did also with the dumbbell a lot of this. Because I saw with the dumbbell, we will watch the video soon, but with the dumbbell, he's the same. He's going not straight, and I think there are two reasons. I think one, it is they have this eye. They are using the eye. This is one reason, but I think it is also that they really want to see what we are doing.
Yes.
So I pay really a lot of attention with Venom, that I did, that he has to look straight, and I was doing really different distractions behind him.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, if you want to use this toy in front of him, I would really place this toy very, very near.
Yeah.
So then he needs to really watch this toy, and you can be really far away him, and still he needs to really keep the focus.
And do you reward with that toy or behind?
Toy is in front of him.
Yeah, and the rewarding part, can he get the toy in front of him, or do I release him and do a social, or let him go to another toy or food?
I think in the beginning I will mainly release him to this toy.
Yeah.
With time, I would do the opening part. But first, I really want to have clean that the dog is really, I think they need to really learn about keeping the focus on the target, not on the target, the goal of going. Because I think they are running to something, but they already have time, to check if we are running, if something is there, thinking already how I will, because it is also with the target, with everything, they are not really locked on the goal. So when I was thinking I always want to start to work on the source of the problem. So for me, I think for them it's a little bit typical that they are not really focused all the time on where they should go.
Yeah, I think.
Because we can now watch the video with the dumbbell, and then you see it very clearly that sometimes he's going now he will go to the side, so there was not the problem, but the problem was with this middle one.
Yeah.
Now it is okay. But with the middle, in the beginning, he looks so focused. Yes, you are here opening him, and it looks like he's really thinking about running. But then in the end, when they are running, they are not, I think, really focused.
No, especially at this one, I think he's really running very slow. And
yes.
Now he's a little bit faster.
Now, you were racing with him, and he had time to look at you.
Yeah.
It is not that he's really going straight to the dumbbell. And it will be again here. I think if he will really give everything he has, he will be first.
Yeah.
And you see, he's all the time looking at you, not at the dumbbell, but now this was nice.
Now he's really slow again.
Yes. But this is why, like I said, I started with building the focus, because now it will be some. Oh, now you see, he was again looking back at you.
Yeah.
He's all the time. I think it is that because of course this behavior they are showing, they have also the nice side. I think it is. We can stop the video. I think it is connected that they are really will to please, and they really want to see what we are thinking about them. But then they are all the time checking, looking. You could see that even if you win this dumbbell and I have the dumbbell, he was not really looking at this dumbbell. He was looking at you.
Now, the
What
only
you-
way that's working if somebody else is winning the dumbbell, then he's really
Yes.
mad. Then he starts shouting and he's really mad when
Yes,
somebody else
But
wins.
this is exactly with Venom. I stopped to race at all by myself. I only use other people.
Yeah.
So if I don't have other people, I just do not race. But because I think if I did it, it looked very, very well in the beginning when he was a puppy. He was super fast and so on. But then when I started to slow down or do anything else, he could really, from the full speed, he could just stop and look at me. Oh, we are not racing anymore. So they are so, I think, fragile to every, So I don't do this racing. I did this. I thought that, okay, the problem is that he's not really focused on the dumbbell. He's not really focused on the target. He needs to really think when he's going. So I would start with this, that he has to look at the toy. He has to look at the toy, and you can do the different distraction, and then you release him and he just take this toy.
Yes.
Yes. So I would start with this, and we did it because like I said, we did it with the different dogs like this. We did it both with the toy and with the dumbbell. So we work on the dumbbell in this way. The dog was lying down, the handler was far away behind, and the dog has to look at the dumbbell. It was made step by step, but it was all about the focus.
And how do you reward with the dumbbell?
It's the same, that I was putting, I started with the toy and then I was putting the dumbbell in the beginning just in front of the dog. I wanted that the dog was just staring at the dumbbell.
Yeah. And
And
then
he
you can
was
take the
just-
dumbbell and then you...
Take the dumbbell and go. I was building everything on return on me.
Yeah. Then he just has to do a hand touch with the dumbbell or...
Hand touch or jumping on me.
Yeah. And then that's it. No other
then
rewards.
that's it.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
other rewards. Yes.
Okay.
And the same with the toy. I wanted that like I said, I didn't do this with the toy.
Yeah.
I didn't do this with the toy because I had so many work with it because it really looked worse with Venom. So I just decided, okay, if I need to do it with the toy and with the dumbbells, I just did it with the dumbbells.
Yeah.
But with other dogs, we did it both with the toy and with the dumbbell. But I think the most important is that the dog is not learned that he can just have time to look somewhere. I think that, the good part of them is if they understand, they really try to do the right job.
Yes.
And in the moment I explain Venom that it is about looking and then taking this, it is about keeping the focus, then the whole problems were really gone. And then he started to be really fast. And I do it, right now, I have the commands to look on something on every exercise. So for example, I have look at the box, run to the box. Look at the right dumbbell, run to the right dumbbell. Look at the left dumbbell, run to the left dumbbell. Look at the cone, look at the small cone, and then run. So I'm all the time making that it is about focus.
And therefore you use the pre-commands or other commands?
Pre-commands.
Okay.
Pre-commands. And they are totally different words.
Yeah?
Yes. Or it is like, I have a box for box, and then I say, as a pre-command, I say kwadrat. It is the Polish word for the box.
Yeah.
So I say kwadrat, and then he has to look. And then I say box, and then he's running. With the left and right directions, I teach him with that I say O, and it means right dumbbell. Look at right dumbbell, and then I say E, and he looks at the left dumbbell, and if I say O port, then he goes to the right. If I say E port, then he goes to the right. And A port, it is the
middle.
in front of you.
Okay.
So it is really with this, but I think that, like I said, when I started to work with the focus, he really started to be fast. Because before it was like, like on your video, he was showing he can be fast, and then next repetition he was really slow.
Yeah.
And then sometimes then he was fast, and I was okay, he's fast, and then the next, and then one day he was fast every time, and the next I was sure he will be fast, and he was slow. So it was really like this. But then I was really thinking a lot about it. And then I decided it is not about the, retrieving or target or anything. It is about the focus. It is, it is, if they are really thinking, I'm going to the dumbbell, or he's thinking, I'm going, but what she's thinking, if she will be moving, or if she's taking already, they are starting to think about, they are not only thinking dumbbell. I think this is it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely believe so. Even when he is doing sheep herding, then he's checking me if it's okay what he's doing. So
Yes,
I know
I
he's
have the
all the
same
time
on the
thinking
herding.
about what I'm thinking and if it's right or wrong.
Yes, I have the same on the herding with Venom. He's very, very talented with the sheep, really, really amazing. But it is all the time he's sometimes like forgetting about me, and then he's showing something amazing, and then immediately he's back that, but was it good, and
Yeah.
he's in this conflict, he should be there or with me, but like I said, it has good, we just need to find a way for it, how to use it working for ourselves, and not, and then it is really good. So like I said, for me, it is the focus problem. And then we can watch the video. There was also some work with the target, I think.
Yeah, I started a new target. It was one of the first times I tried it, because the flat one, he is not really, he's just turning around it and he's not jumping on it. It's
exactly.
It wasn't what I wanted, so I tried a new one. Mm-hmm. So I started with the video with a new target, something to jump on. And I was thinking maybe this is better for him. But I'm also really a bit, I'm not training it really often because I don't want him to jump really often, and I'm a little bit careful with that.
But I think again, of course, this jumping is helping us because it is the activity.
Yeah.
But I think that already the jumping, maybe it's not again the most important, because even with this higher target, you could see there were already better and worse.
Yeah.
Sometimes he was very good, and sometimes again he was just doing some. And for me, because I'm also using this higher target, and it was really, really great changing for the tough. What I will teach him to really look straight.
Yeah.
In the target. And I think this will be again for you. So I will teach him. Maybe you can start with this, that you have this higher target, maybe not even this jumpy one, but something higher.
Yeah.
And I will start to teach him that he's standing with the front legs on it and looking straight, no matter where you are. Yes?
Yeah.
So you are, it is like an element of, I already learned, it is element of the dog dance. Because they are sending the dogs, they are going somewhere. Yeah. And then I'm adding this distance slowly, but I really want the dog is running and standing straight. Even, the straight, ahead, so I'm behind. Even there is nothing in front. because you are putting this toy in front, and I would shape this.
Yeah.
I would shape this. I would teach, with the food, with, rewarding, I'm just standing behind the dog and I'm rewarding, like this.
Yeah.
Or then you can throw the food. So sometimes I throw the ball, but if you don't, you can throw the food, just in front of the dog. But I will not really even, teach him that if he stands straight, because there is a ball, he will get the ball. But I would really build the understanding of standing straight. And then when I made this, that the dog is running straight and standing straight, it was perfect for the line. He stopped to do this, this outruns. But also now I can, I can redirect him on the target. So sometimes I say front, and then when he's on the target, then I say wait, and then he needs to turn to me. And then I say front, and then he's again back to me.
Wow.
Yes, and this is, of course, I did it with the time, but it's really, I do it now with both dogs, and this also make it so clear for them, to keep the straight lines. And of course, most of the time, I'm rewarding front, front, front. Because this, they turn to me, it is very easy.
Yeah.
But also when I did this, turn to me and then turn away from me, it is really nice, because of course sometimes we notice that we do this, sending, one stop, and then it is ruined. It is already, they are, like in the box, they are already thinking about turning to us, because they know. But if you teach them that there is wait, turn to me, and then front, away to me, and then there is reward, then we can stop, and still they have this front in the head. And I think it is nice, because I said that if you are a little bit afraid about this, throwing toys and make it really fast, I think this is nice. For me, it was nice because we have terrible weather really in Poland right now. Still, even if it's April, it is raining all the time. Not today. Today is sun, and I have, inside seminar. But normally it is raining all the time, and for me it is quite wetty and not nice. For me, it is really good because I don't have to, this running. And I did it during the winter, or this, what is front, what is turn, what is front again. And I see again, without, doing running exercises, it has a lot of influence on the speed. Because it is quite, I think, understanding, and then mood, and this not preparing for stopping, not, focusing on me, and so on.
Yeah, I think it will help him a lot.
Yes. We can maybe watch Jelte,
It's time.
Okay, with time, so we can maybe start the next session.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want a little break first?
Maybe short break. I will just prepare something to drink, and then we will continue.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So see you.